Greetings, everyone. Cold Response is a Norwegian-led military exercise with NATO countries and invited Partnership for Peace countries held in Norway every second year. The last exercise took place in 2022 with more than 30,000 participating troops. Unfortunately, there have been fatal accidents over the years. 2 Norwegians died when a Leopard tank went through the ice in 2006. In 2012, a Norwegian C-130J version crashed into Sweden's highest mountain, Kebnekaise, and 5 crew members lost their lives. Lately, in 2022, a US Marine Osprey MV22 crashed en route to Bodø Air Base, resulting in 4 fatalities. These accidents are caused by different circumstances, but they have one thing in common. They happened in challenging and unforgiving mountainous terrain during Arctic winter. In June 2022, the U.S. Marine Corps Commanding General issued the end report related to the loss of the Osprey with call sign Ghost 31. The aircraft crashed into a steep side of a valley in the Norwegian county of Beiarn on March 18, 2022. The investigation report concluded that the crash was caused by pilot error. Flight maneuvers outside the normal operational envelope caused a loss of altitude, airspeed, and not least fast diminishing turning room, from which the airplane was eventually unable to recover. This is what the Beiarn County looks like from above. As a former pilot, I know flying over almost featureless terrain can be somewhat boring. Deep valleys can be quite inviting for pilots who want to add that little extra to low-level flying. However, satisfactory risk mitigation is imperative for safe flight. Although weather was not considered causal in this accident, pilots need to understand that Norwegian weather can turn adverse on the blink of an eye. The investigation officers considered weather, procedures, and technical issues to have no relevance to the accident. However, it was pointed out that the crew conducted unscheduled low-altitude tactical flying, which is strictly prohibited without prior approval. Also, Ghost 31 did not follow the scheduled route provided by the Norwegian Air Force. Inexperience with mountainous terrain was identified as a likely factor contributing to the accident. The Ghost 31 accident provided chilling evidence to the last minutes of the flight. A GoPro action camera was found on the crash site. It was in use during the flight through the valley. Such devices are prohibited on grounds they can incentivize risk-taking and serve as a distraction through flight. That may or may not have been the case with Ghost 31. Nevertheless, the footage gave valuable visual clues about weather conditions and the airplane's location relative to the terrain. The following photos recovered from the GoPro camera encapsulate the pilot's actual view during the flight through the valley. Ghost 31 followed the river northbound while conducting low-level flying between 575 and 1100 feet AGL. The critical point was initiated by a left-hand turn banking 68 degrees at a speed of 227 knots. This was followed by a right-hand turn with a bank of 89 degrees to avoid the steep western wall. During this maneuver, Ghost 31 cleared the western wall with a mere 27 feet margin. In this turn, the throttle was reduced to full aft for 2 to 3 seconds and then followed by a rapid full forward position, all while descending at 4,000 feet per minute. Flight in this regime is unsustainable due to almost a complete loss of lift. These maneuvers happen in the most narrow section of the valley, from where there was no time or space to recover. The unfortunate incident occurred in a narrow section of the valley with steep upsloping terrain on both sides of the flight path. It was a tragic accident that resulted in the loss of 4 Patriot servicemen in defense of the freedom many think is for free. My thoughts and prayers are with the families of the young crew. The Norwegian Air Force lost almost 200 airmen during the Cold War between 1950 and 1990. These numbers serve as a stark reminder that freedom comes at a great cost, also during peacetime. If you are still with me, thank you very much for watching.